Hey everybody, welcome out to Castaway. This is our December episode. So, Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, non-denominational winter celebration.
Happy holidays.
Yeah.
I hate Christmas.
Bah humbug.
Humbug.
So today we have a very good episode for you because it is a VGA Backlash episode.
I hate VGAs.
As do I. But
so this episode's just going to be me saying I hate this, I hate this, I hate this.
No, I'll say this year was definitely a vast improvement over other episodes, or other installments in this thing they call an award show.
I don't deny that. I mean, I know they've been slowly getting better. I still didn't care to watch it because, one, I was at work, and two, I still hate the VGAs with a burning passion.
Did you watch any of it, like, on reruns or anything?
No, I just looked at the awards. I don't care for the actual show itself. I just care to see the trailers. That's all everyone cares to see.
Really? Because I was pissed when it was just trailers.
I don't know. I never cared to watch it because they tend to bring out stupid celebrities that have nothing to do with the.
Oh no, they did that too. But actually, the hostess.
I heard someone got teabagged. That's about all I need to know.
Yeah, one of the guys who was getting the award for Call of Duty got teabagged.
Yeah, that's all I really need to know. And also, Call of Duty got an award, so
yeah,
you know. Yeah, I didn't really want to watch it.
Actually, well, when we get to VGAs, we'll talk about that. But
speaking of which, I need to pull up that award page. I forget everything today.
Yeah, there wasn't the award page; it was the reveal page. They talk about all the things they revealed. Because we're gonna have a reveal lightning round where we just talk about things that were revealed at the VGAs.
Oh, will that be fun?
Oh, absolutely wonderful. First on the list is not even VGA related because it only happened yesterday. Talk about SOPA.
I hate it. Hate it.
Yeah, it's not a very well written bill.
You know what? No, you should support SOPA. It's for the children of the future. It will save the economy. At least that's what Hollywood wants you to think.
What Hollywood? The hell are you talking about? Never mind.
There's some video someone made. It was a parody video of like Hollywood trying to promote SOPA.
I see.
Yeah, and they're like, you should support it because it's for the children.
Never expose your children to 4chan if you vote for SOPA.
Remember, the internet is bad for you.
But so SOPA yesterday was being debated all day. And
pro tip: never watch congressional hearings; they're boring.
God, I know.
Sir, I have an objection. I yield to the gentleman from over here. I yield to the other gentleman. I yield to the lady over there. I have an objection.
Actually, funny thing, apparently they tossed around the word nerd a whole ton during the debate.
I am not a nerd. I aspire to be a nerd.
But, so, people thought that was kind of funny and somewhat offensive considering it's the American government just throwing around nerd like it's a hot potato.
Are you a nerd today?
I think we should allow the nerds to help us write this.
I like how every time, going through, I paid attention to it a little bit. You know, I got like 50 million emails from that one website that's spearheading this.
Oh yeah, Demand Progress. Yeah.
Yeah, but I kept an eye on some of the stuff, and it always struck me as funny how so many of the freaking supporters of the bill kept saying, "Well, we have no idea what this will do to the internet, but I have no idea what this will do. Someone who's not a tech expert told me what this will do. I really don't know what this will do, but we should really do this, guys."
Yeah. So, so basically SOPA yesterday was going through debate, and even though for a while it looked like it was going to pass, they tabled it till 2012.
Maybe.
Maybe. They tabled it no later than 2012, or no earlier than 2012, assuming that it doesn't just get lost in the shuffle somewhere.
Maybe, because they actually came back and said they're doing another meeting on Wednesday.
What?
Jamie told me. Yeah, let me see if I can pull it up. But where's that article? Yeah, so they at first SOPA got marked out. Lamar Smith, the chairman, ran out of time, and he ended it and said they'll do it next available date, which normally is going to be January, late January.
Yeah.
But there's that word again. Let's see. Despite the fact that Congress was supposed to be out of session until the end of January, the Judiciary Committee has just announced plans to come back to continue the markup this coming Wednesday. This is rather unusual and totally unnecessary. Blah, 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 blah. It just shows how desperate Hollywood is to pass this bill as quickly as possible before the momentum of the opposition builds up any further. Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know what SOPA is, in case you've been living under an internet rock, it's the Stop Online Piracy Act, and it is a bill that wants to block the ability of rogue and foreign websites to host copyrighted material for streaming and download. The problem is, it is such an awfully written bill.
It's freaking vague.
Yeah, it's so vague that anything that contains even the littlest copyrighted amount of material could be up to a, 5-year criminal offense?
A 5-year criminal offense, a pretty big fine.
Yeah.
And a few other things. The problem, though, is that a little bit of copyrighted material can be anything from you have background music on your YouTube home video,
or your sister singing the karaoke,
or even better, if you own a website and one of your users posts a comment featuring copyrighted stuff, your website will get taken down.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a bill that will more than likely be heavily abused.
It will kill the internet, pretty much.
I wouldn't say it would kill it. But
oh yeah, not kill, but it will completely ruin most of it. I mean, the way it's worded will probably end up losing YouTube in some way. It'll just be boring YouTube. Facebook, that may take a hit.
Yeah. Probably MySpace and a social networking site. Definitely if you are like us, video game things, sites and whatnot.
Let's Play channels are going down. What's that one site? Something Awful?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess Something Awful probably would go down too.
They're going down. Maybe Speed Demos Archive.
E-Bombs World.
Probably a lot of the fan sites for games and stuff, or movies.
And if there's an anime thing you can't watch in America, don't expect to be able to stream that anymore.
Someone's probably gonna. Who knows? They may even get so pissed off that they'll go after fan fiction. Which, as long as they take down the crappy one, I'm fine.
Well, yeah. So SOPA will most likely get heavily abused.
SOPA is basically the nuke.
Yeah,
we want to target these people. How big of a bomb can we use?
Yeah, it's going to provide so much collateral damage. And I mean, I'm not opposed to having a law to restrict piracy.
This is not the right way to do it, though.
This is not the way to do it.
No, I mean the wording is confusing for me, but let's see if I can figure this out. It attacks the IP address. Does it shut down the IP address, or is it the DNS blocking?
I can't remember.
Because I know they keep tossing around these terms so freaking much that you can't keep track of it.
The funny thing I want to talk about though is that, have you heard of the Open Act?
Open Act. It sounds familiar. Was it one of the amendments that was sent in?
No, it's a different bill that is right now being touted as sort of alternative to SOPA. It's
I heard about that. It was one of the judiciary members was talking about it.
It's like 1/3 of the length, so there's not like a lot of writers on the bill. It's much more. It's not
open.
Great. Yeah, it's obviously it's open. It's the I can't remember the whole name right now, but
yeah, you know what? Yay for the inspiration or the technological wonder that is Google.
Yeah, but it's apparently written by someone who's way more technologically capable, and it's still not a great bill, in my opinion, but it's way more salvageable than SOPA.
Yes, SOPA is just gonna ruin everything. That's how I see it.
Yeah, I'm not too proud to live in a country where the majority of Congress is rooting for a bill like this. Because you know what? The thing is, Congress doesn't quite understand what they're doing. Because
they admit that they don't understand what they're doing.
Yeah, and in fact, one of the things I heard, I saw on Twitter the other day from a guy named Where's Umpire. He's actually an indie game developer. He said that if SOPA passes, I really hope YouTube and Facebook and like Spotify are the biggest sites to get, or the first sites to get taken down, because then Congress will really understand what they actually just did.
All right, here we go.
Because there's not a person who's ever been on the internet who hasn't been to those sites.
Yeah.
And that will offer serious backlash.
But let's see here. Yeah, I found the open. Let's see here. It is the Online Protection and Enforcement of Digital Trade Act. I really don't see the end there, but all right.
Yeah, I know.
Let's see here. Yeah, you know what? Dear God, that's the same freaking title you used. Significantly flawed, but more salvageable than SOPA.
Yeah, that's the article I read.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah, let's see. Open, yeah, only 18 pages as opposed to SOPA's 78. Dear God, try reading 78 pages.
Actually, SOPA's a fairly short bill in comparison.
I know, but still, I hate reading long. It's still difficult to read.
Yeah.
Okay, but it looks like in order for websites to be able to stay, they have to shift their businesses to foreign-based things.
I don't quite know. I didn't read the whole thing, but I got the gist of it, and it's...
The only thing I know is that at least it's not freaking SOPA.
Yeah, and the thing about SOPA is that there's so many, like, unnecessary things that they put in SOPA. Like, why is it 78 pages? It doesn't need to be that long.
Oh, yeah, here...
And that's not just SOPA. That's a problem with a lot of things in Congress these days, is that what they do is...
Rush.
They'll take... No, they take a bill, and they take unnecessary other bills, and then they shove it all into one and try to get everything passed in one swipe, instead of taking the time to do everything separately. So...
like I said, rush. They're trying to rush it through.
Yeah, well, it's not just that. It's they're trying to like sneak things in on each other, the different parties. And there was one there's one my dad was telling me about. There's something Tax Act, and somewhere in the Tax Act there's also a bill that allows a pipeline from God, I can't remember which states, but it's talking about...
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, but why does that need to be in a Tax Act?
What's the official... I just came out of a government class. I should know this freaking term. I think it's called piggybacking or tailcoating or something.
Yeah, it's called like a piggybacker or a rider.
Yeah, they'll take it and they'll put it in, and because it's such a small insignificant part of the bill that doesn't affect anything else of the bill, people think that will just it's one of those things that you don't really notice.
Yeah, but the problem is the things that they're trying to sneak in have become more and more significant and big and noticeable,
and still no one's doing anything about them.
Yeah, and they're still trying to go by this old world method of trying to sneak in things. even though it's...
It doesn't work when you can have your entire nation, the moment a bill is being debated, just be printed on the internet or somewhere, and your nation can sit there and go line by line on the freaking thing.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll get called out, and you know the smart people will be quick to show you the way to the door.
Yeah, but unfortunately, we don't have. Apparently, we don't have a lot of smart people in this nation.
I would agree with that.
Considering who we put in charge.
You know, considering who we put in charge, I think he may be smarter than some of the people.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's not just Obama; it's just the government in general is just in this like huge lock of just side versus side, and apparently they're not smart. Neither side is smart enough to comprehend compromise. Unless
it dooms us all.
Exactly. Unless it's against the internet, then they understand each other.
Yeah, it almost reminds me of like, you know, watching school kids doing something stupid, and you ask them why, and they say, "But we'll never know if we don't try."
Yeah.
We'll never know if we can completely censor the internet if we don't try to.
Yeah, it's... Oh, dear Lord. Well, yeah, so SOPA was tabled for apparently like 5 days, and I guess we just
keep an eye on it.
Hope and pray that I can get this out before SOPA, so that I don't get my ass sued.
Who's your governor again?
God, I can't remember. Sparks.
I think my not governor, senator.
Oh, senator.
Yeah. Why'd I say governor? Dear God.
Sessions. And actually, I did send a letter to Sessions.
See, I think my governor is actually Smith. I don't know. I mean, not governor, senator.
I know that one of my senators is Sessions, and I did send him a letter, and of course, you know, he didn't write back. Instead, he gave me one of those canned responses. It just tells me what the bill is.
Thank you for your opinions. I will be sure to keep an eye on it. Here's what the bill is.
Yeah. No, well, I don't know how they do it where you are, but with ours it's backwards. They tell me what the bill is, and then they tell me then they're thankful for my opinions, and that they'll take it into account. Well, the problem with that is that, first of all, because we actually know Sessions. Like, he used to be my dad's partner.
Mm-hmm.
When Sessions was district attorney. So, he doesn't actually read any of these letters. He has all of his... I mean, same thing with all congressmen. Mm-hmm. They have their aides read it and then give a pre-written response.
Yeah.
So,
what do you think this person's talking about? Send him a letter about it.
Yeah, it's... So, note to anybody who has a congressman... Usually this whole write a letter to them thing, not really working out.
Yeah, what was his name? Have you seen the letter Spoonie posted? Spoonie one?
No, I didn't.
He posted a letter that he got from McCain, Senator McCain.
Oh, really?
Oh, and boy, was that canned as all heck. Let me see if I can pull it up. I'll read it out. Let's see here. The response to his letter. Dear Mr. Antweiler, thank you for contacting me regarding internet anti-piracy legislation, specifically Protect IP and SOPA. I appreciate hearing your views about these important pieces of legislation. As you know, online piracy is a major issue facing the American economy, and blah, 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 estimated loss of $58 billion, blah, blah, blah. We introduced these two bills to fight that back. Protect IP was passed out of the Senate committee, and SOPA is on the House committee. Please rest assured that should these bills come to the floor, I will keep your views in mind.
Yeah, I got like the same letter.
So basically,
expect nothing.
Exactly.
Alright, well I think that's enough of SOPA.
Yeah, that thing gives me a headache every time I talk about it, so yeah, let's move on.
So now, video games!
I hate video games. No.
I hate video games.
But you're on a podcast about video games.
I hate video games. It's like what was wacky game jokes for kids.
Oh god. No.
Alright.
What's the big game on the? No.
Metal Gear Rising.
No.
Yes.
No.
Maybe you've seen the trailer for this, I assume.
I haven't seen the trailer. I don't care for it. I think I'll stick with the original games that I own.
No, let me tell you, this actually, I'm excited for this.
I don't know. Rising, it looked at the original trailer or the original gameplay that they showed looked interesting. I was too afraid that they're getting rid of the stealth.
They are.
Yeah, but I still think it's gonna be cool to use a sword that slices up everything.
But let me tell you, Konami and Kojima aren't doing this one directly.
What?
They're getting Platinum Games, who made Bayonetta, to lead the project.
Oh god.
No, I think that's awesome.
I didn't care for Bayonetta, so you know that may be it. But I'm trying to think of that game in context of Metal Gear, and it's not working.
Do you still have the page pulled up with all the reveals?
Yeah, I got the page loaded up. I'm not freaking watching the trailer now, and while you're talking, you know, hang on. Where's hello Wikipedia?
All you need to know is that Raiden cuts a Metal Gear like in half, and it's awesome.
Well, yeah, he has a sword that cuts through everything. That should be what happens.
Honestly, like, I'm excited. It also kind of reminds me of like Devil May Cry.
Again, another series I didn't really care for.
Well, but they also, one of the things they said is that it won't take place between 2 and 4.
It won't take place between 2 and 4?
No, it will take place after 4.
See, that's kind of a problem because this is coming on 360 too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, Konami, we're kind of missing a key portion of the story. Xbox players, we don't have Metal Gear Solid 4. Can we fix this?
Right. Yeah. And also, whether this is actually canon is still up for debate because Kojima said it is technically a spin-off and doesn't fit in the Metal Gear Solid regular story. So some people think maybe he means it's like a side story, while others are saying maybe it's completely different, like Metal Gear Acid.
What? No, I don't need something else to just confuse the hell out of me. You know, Metal Gear's story is already confusing enough. Don't sit there, give me a story, and then tell me it's not canon. Because then I have to undo all the connections I made and try to figure everything. God damn it.
Whatever. Story or not, I'm excited because this looks really good.
You know, as long as there's like a building with enemies in it and I can just strategically cut out the supports and watch it collapse, that'll be awesome.
Okay, well, let's just hope for that.
Alright. I don't know. I love watching buildings fall down after I destroy stuff of them.
And do you want to talk about
Command and Conquer Generals 2? Yes, it was a very short trailer, but it's still Generals 2.
So why'd you like Generals so much in comparison to the main series?
I don't know. I think Generals was more where I started from. I mean, like, I played the others as a kid, but I never really got into them. For whatever reason, I was more interested in, like, I don't know, for some reason I was very interested in, like, you know, real-world military stuff, you know. I liked the original Call of Duty. I liked Medal of Honor. You know, I liked all the games that, you know, didn't go overboard. That you know, kind of stayed down to earth on,
yeah,
you know, real-world military type stuff. And Generals, it still has the freaking giant laser. But, you know, it was very focused like that. It was, here's the real world, maybe a couple years in the future. This is things we could possibly have. And, you know, it was very, it was the first one I really got hooked on, and I loved it. You know, and then the story didn't really intrude too much. You still got a basic idea of what was going on, but, the missions kept you going. You didn't really need the hammy voice actors.
Yeah, I didn't play too much Generals. I play like my friend has it, and I played a little bit with him. And I'm still kind of adverse to it in comparison to my games, which I have the original Westwood collection. It's just Red Alert and all of its expansions, and then the original CNC and all of its expansions.
They released that for free, right?
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, I'm not sure you understand. I got that when it was actually new, and I have all the CDs and everything with the books.
I still haven't. I never really got into them. I think I don't know. Command and I don't know what it is about the different universes that I like or dislike. I bought the Tiberium universe. I always liked because it had Kane. Red Alert I always liked because it was just flat out hilarious. And Generals I loved because it's freaking Generals.
I was never really into the Tiberium universe, to be honest. After like Command and Conquer Tiberian Zone, I was just like,
I think the problem with that main series is once they hit 3, once EA started making them, and the neat thing about Tiberium Sun and Tiberium, what was it, Dawn and Sun, the first two?
I think so.
Well, what was neat about those was both sides had their own separate story. Like you had the GDI story, and then you had the Nod story.
Yeah,
and they would lead to two very different endings.
Yeah, and actually, I have Command and Conquer 4, but wait,
I don't hate it.
It's just
I don't think it's
so different.
It's not completely terrible. It is, it wasn't a great Command and Conquer game. It's a decent RTS game, but it's not a great Command and Conquer game.
Yeah, well, actually, I haven't played it yet. I've seen videos of it, but I bought
it in the beta.
I bought it for $2 at Goodwill.
Nice. Yeah, I remember. I ended up winning one of their contests, and I ended up having a 3-day argument with like the community manager and what are their names? Some of the Command and Conquer guys, Aaron Kaufman or whatever. I actually had email frenzies with them, trying to get in because I had won a contest and I never got my key.
Yeah.
I mean, when you play it with someone and you're just having fun, then yeah, it was a very good game. It was broken in some places. Like I remember one of the Nod units could enter any enemy vehicle.
Yeah.
That kind of take it over. And then when the vehicle exploded, the unit would still be there, so it could keep transferring between vehicles. I forget what it was, like the commando unit or something. Am I ranting again?
Yeah, a little.
Yeah.
Alright, well...
I ramble.
So, CNC and Metal Gear Solid... Metal Gear Rising...
It is no longer Solid.
Yeah, it's no longer Solid. But, actually, one last thing about Rising. That title is retarded.
Metal Gear Rising Revengeance.
Return of... What was it?
Okay. Going back to let me make sure this makes sense to me. Originally, it was Metal Gear Solid Rising.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be between 2 and 4.
Yes.
But apparently, somewhere along the line, they decided to change their minds, and they remade it Metal Gear Rising Revengeance Platinum Games, and now it's way past number 4.
Not way past, but it is after.
A few years.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope there's still a way to go through everything without killing someone. But is this the same sword from number 2?
I think it's the same one from 4.
Again, I never played 4.
Yeah, I played 4 for like 30 minutes, which reminds me I need to go play that at my friend's house.
You played it for 30? You mean you watched one cutscene?
No, I actually didn't watch cutscene.
It went 30 minutes without a cutscene? No, you're lying.
I didn't say it was 30 minutes of perfect gameplay. I died. Alright, so now I guess, do you want to do the VGA lightning round?
Lightning round. Alright, shoot, I gotta find where my page went. Because it disappeared on me. Okay, here we go.
So, first off, Last of Us by Naughty Dog. In a post-apocalyptic world where chaos and violence are rampant, only the strongest will survive.
Dead Island.
Okay, so I've heard that this is basically Dead Island, except that it won't suck as bad, and that
my problem with Dead Island was it didn't really have a great story. Like it didn't connect. Like I'm a big single player person.
Yeah.
So you know, I'm sitting down and I'm playing it, and it feels more like I'm playing WoW with zombies.
Yeah, pretty much. And the thing I heard about this is that also these aren't technically like zombies. These are people who have been taken over by parasitic plants.
Okay, so technically zombies, but not really zombies.
Yeah, sorta zombies.
Yeah, they're not zombies. They just look and seem exactly like zombies.
Yep, and also know that is not apparently older Nathan Drake.
Yeah, it looks just like it.
Alright.
It sounds like it.
And know that girl is not Ellen Page.
Yeah, it is.
Alright.
Yeah, it probably is, and this is like way down the series canon.
Alright, Mass Effect 3. From Earth to Mars and everything in between, Mass Effect 3 will follow Commander Shepard's mission to save the galaxy from Reapers.
I liked how they did Mass Effect. The problem is I've never played 2.
It's Mass Effect. You know, I'm not too excited for it.
I like the idea that they had. You know, let's go in and let's make a series where just about every action you do will affect something later on, even across multiple games. That was always interesting. The problem was I wanted to go through the whole series with one save file.
Yeah.
I would beat Mass Effect 1. I would have my save file, and guess what would happen before I got to number 2?
I don't know what.
I deleted the save file for some reason, or I changed consoles, or I forgot to transfer it or something.
Yeah. All right.
So I get number 2 in my hands. I go to play it, and I'm like, damn it.
We're trying to lightning round this.
I know. I suck at lightning rounds.
All right. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Patriots got an itchy trigger finger. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Patriots can fix that. Okay, this seems cool because I really like Rainbow Six.
And I like the original Rainbow Six.
Yeah, I really liked Rainbow Six 1 and Rainbow Six Rogue Spear. I thought 3 was okay. Wasn't too big of a fan of Vegas, but
my problem with Vegas was it removed the kind of the tactical element.
Yeah, this seems like it could be good though.
And the idea that they got with it, Patriots, that they're focusing on the on American conflict.
Yeah.
American terrorists. That's a neat idea. I always find it kind of stupid. American terrorists, they want freedom for American citizens. Why are you going around killing American citizens?
Yeah.
It always seems stupid to me. Whatever.
Alright, Alan Wake's American Nightmare. Take a look at the debut of whatever. Navigate with flashlight.
I love Alan Wake. It's a great series.
I never played it.
The original game was very interesting. The story was great. I loved the story. It kept you confused enough, and it gave you an ending where, they definitely left room for a sequel, but they ended it just the right way. You had enough confusion about what was going on that you could make your own ideas of what happened. It had a great ending.
All right, The Amazing Spider-Man.
Ugh.
I just want an HD remake of Spider-Man 2.
Everyone wants an HD remake of Spider-Man 2. Next.
Alright, Transformers Fall of Cybertron.
Yeah.
It's just going to be like the other Transformers games, which weren't bad, but not... I mean, they were good, but...
the problem was that the main gimmick was transforming, and everything else was just meh.
I thought they were good, I just never really got into them. Fortnite, it's... What people were saying this looks like is a cross somewhere between like Minecraft and like tower defense zombie thing. I essentially don't think it looks like Minecraft. I think it looks more like the fact that they're using like...
It looks like a mixture of Brink and tower defense, almost.
Sorta, kinda, where it's Brink. I think the style looks more like Brink. But the way that they're building their fortress with like random objects doesn't remind me of Minecraft. It reminds me of Gary's mod.
Yeah.
And so I think it's going to be somewhere like Gary's mod and like Plants vs Zombies.
That's an interesting.
Yeah. Although I will say, this is actually really cool. I mean, I'm not looking forward to the game really at all. But the fact that Epic Games isn't doing a marine space shooter.
What? It's not another sequel to Gears of War. What is Epic doing? No.
It's not Bulletstorm either. Thank God.
Oh yeah, it looks interesting enough. You know, it's nice to see that they're doing something different, and hopefully, what I hope it turns out to be is not just tower defense, but kind of like a first-person tower defense where, instead of looking overhead and looking at everything, you're directly in there and you kind of build everything.
Speaking of which, did you said you had general? You have generals, right?
I have generals. I have 0 hour.
Okay. Did you ever play the mod for generals where you can go first person?
I did not play that mod. No, I didn't even know that mod existed. I mostly, when I went online after I got bored of just playing, I usually did Defense of the Ancients.
Yeah, there's a mod where you can go first person, and it's like it essentially turns into a kind of like Battlefield where it's like big teams and everybody, and instead of creating new units, you go to the barracks and whatever unit you pick is what you become, and you can go and build stuff. Anyway, it's kind of cool. But
isn't that kind of like what Renegade was?
Yeah.
See, I never really played. I wanted to play Renegade, but I never really had the time to play it.
Anyway, but all right, Diablo 3.
It's Diablo 3 next.
Yeah, it's not really a whole lot to argue there. BioShock Infinite.
It's BioShock Infinite next.
Yeah, that looks cool. We already talked about Rising. Tekken Tag Tournament 2. I'm so excited.
Yes.
That's just... I don't think anything needs to be said about that. It's Tekken.
It's Tekken Tag Tournament. It's not just Tekken, it's Tag Tournament. Tag Tournament was the best.
Yeah, alright. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater HD. This is an HD remake of both Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, and I'm actually really excited for this.
What? It's a Tony Hawk game without some kind of stupid peripheral or something on it?
Yeah.
What is this?
And then, Pro Skater and Pro Skater 4 are probably my favorite of the two, and the fact that they're giving 1 and 2 an HD remake, because Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 on the N64 was... I think the first game I myself actually owned that I bought myself.
You know what's hilarious? I have that game hooked up right now.
Actually, I have that game too. It's the blue cartridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm excited for this.
What I like that they did in the trailer was that they actually started out with that they did the trailer was the warehouse level.
Yeah, warehouse.
When you think Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1, you think the warehouse level.
I don't know. I still think. I always think of Officer Dick.
Yeah, you think of that. I don't know. I never really...
Most people do.
I never really noticed. I was like, I don't know any of these people. Tony Hawk, his name's on the game. He might be awesome.
I didn't play as Tony Hawk. I played as dude with the glasses. I can't remember his name right now.
Dude with the glasses. You mean Agent 47?
No. Ha ha ha. Anyway.
I'm reading the list, actually.
Hitman Absolution. Agent 47 is back in the 5th Hitman game.
But this time, he's the target. Oh, no.
I'm not really interested.
I like the Hitman games. I don't know. I like them for the wrong reasons. I like going in there and rushing through and seeing how fast I can do it.
I never played Hitman. I watched my friend play Hitman one time. It just bored the hell out of me.
I like the idea of slowly trying to figure out how to get to your target and finding ways to do it without being detected at all.
But I feel like Assassin's Creed did it much better.
No, the problem with Assassin's Creed is that you can just run through everything no problem and you'll still be fine. You can just run through and stabby everything. And
depending on what difficulty you play it on.
Even on the hard difficulties you could do that. I mean, the only time where you couldn't do that was when they were like, oh, you have to do this section still.
Yeah.
And even then, they gave you mostly easy ways to do it.
Well, anyway, so, yeah.
My problem with Absolution is it looks like it may be too easy.
Alright, well, those are all the Spike VGA reveals in our semi-Thunder round. So I'm just going to call that.
Thunder, it wasn't exactly lightning.
Yeah. I'm going to call it the Thundercats round.
No, don't.
Thunder. Anyway,
No.
so you didn't even watch the VGAs, so you really don't have an opinion on the thing overall.
I usually tend to wait for the reaction videos. I haven't seen any yet, which is starting to make me wonder if I should watch them.
Actually, funny thing about reaction videos. So, one of the things, so Zachary Levi was host this year, and he wasn't a bad host. I didn't think he was like great, but he was definitely trying more than the other hosts have been in the past.
No, what was the old host? Geoff Kingsley or whatever? Or was he the organizer?
He's the organizer. Jeff Keighley.
I can never pronounce his name.
Yeah. I always thought it was Jeff Knightley, but whatever. But Zachary Levi was cool. Again, he wasn't he wasn't very, in my opinion, funny, but other people thought he was good, and I admit that he was at least trying. He didn't just give up on it, and so that was good. Then, speaking of reaction videos, there's this guy who made a video called, and he was talking about, he was raging at the VGAs about how bad they suck, and his name was the Black Baron, and so he was talking about how it's stupid that Skyward Sword wasn't on the VGA Game of the Year list, and so they invited him out and sat him next to the president of Spike in the front row, and it was somewhere between brilliant and really stupid.
I would think it'd be more awkward than anything.
Well, it was just, this guy was this huge black guy, and he was raging about he was like, "There's no Skyward Sword on there. VGA is fucking stupid." And then he was like, "They don't have any real cred." And then they put Skyward Sword on the Game of the Year list, and he's like, "Yo guys, VGAs are cool now." And I was like, "What?"
Wait, what one Game of the Year? Now that I think of it, that was Skyrim, wasn't it?
No, it was crap. I want to say it was Arkham.
Was it Arkham City? It was great, but it really doesn't. I don't think it needed it. I don't think it should have won. If it did, let me look. No, it was Skyrim.
It was Skyrim? Okay.
And then Skyrim again. That's one that I'm still looking at, and I'm kind of going, eh.
I like Skyrim, but
it's good, but I think it's starting to get kind of. It feels stale to me in some places.
I mean, I don't know. I really haven't played it a whole ton, but I've somewhat become disenchanted with the Elder Scrolls series, as I've said. But I played Skyrim. It was good.
Yeah, I like the. Yeah, no, let's not delve into that because that's going to be another freaking 30 minutes.
So VGA is overall this year better, but there's still so much to be desired.
Should we go through the category list and just name everything real quick for those who are too lazy to click a link?
Sure.
Alright, Game of the Year was Skyrim. Studio of the Year was Bethesda. Bethesda didn't need to win Studio of the Year. Just because they won Game of the Year doesn't... Nah. Best 360 game. Arkham City. Why is that 360... 360 games should be 360 exclusive. I don't think Arkham City was 360 exclusive.
It wasn't.
Yeah, best PS3 game. Uncharted 3, yeah, I'll give it that. Uncharted 3 was pretty good. Best Wii game, any surprises? It was
Wii Sports 2.
What?
Wii Sports 2.
Exactly. No, Zelda Skyward Sword. Which I played, and I like it. It was good. Winner for Best PC Game. Portal 2. It's not PC only. None of these games... The only game on here that's PC only is Minecraft.
It's not about what's PC only. I think it's about what they play best on.
Yeah. I like Portal 2 on 360. I think it played best on 360.
I still think it plays best on PC. But whatever.
We're going to keep this debating. Best handheld game. Why did Super Mario 3D Land win? It's decent for a Mario game, but it's not, best. What were the other ones? Oh my! They voted that over Ghost Trick. I'm pissed now.
Yeah.
Let's see. Best shooter. Raise your hand if you didn't expect this one. Modern Warfare 3. As opposed to, Battlefield 3. And I think the others only got a couple of votes. Let's see. Best
hands.
Let's see. Best action adventure game. Arkham City. Best RPG. Skyrim.
Yep.
Best multiplayer. Oh, okay, there's a shock. Best multiplayer was Portal 2. Over Battlefield 3 and Call of Duty.
Yeah. Straight up.
Yeah, I think that's kind of saying, so if a co-op only game wins multiplayer over these big multiplayer games...
Shooters, yeah.
Say again?
Over big multiplayer shooters.
Yeah. I think people are starting to get over those. Somewhat. Best individual sports game, Fight Night Champion. Best team sports game,
Madden.
NBA 2K12.
Wait, what? It wasn't Madden?
Madden wasn't even on the list.
Wow.
Best driving game, Forza Motorsport 4. Nah, Need for Speed probably should have got. I like Need for Speed.
I haven't played either of those.
The run's pretty nice. They try to make it more like a Hollywood movie type thing, and it works out pretty well. It kind of works out to its advantage.
Okay.
Best fighting game, Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
Best motion game, Legend of Zelda.
Not surprising.
Okay, here, I'll let you guess this one. What was the best independent game?
Oh god, Minecraft, easy.
Hey, you win a prize. Best adapted video game, Arkham City.
What else was even in the running for that?
Captain America the game, Lego Star Wars 3, and then the one I think should have won, Back to the Future the game.
Okay, Back to the Future I can see.
Because I like Back to... That was a great game. Telltale really... They did good with that.
I still think... I mean, I admit it was a good game, but I still like Batman better.
Let's see here. Best song in a game. They finally did something that wasn't music games only. Let's see here. The winner was Build That Wall, Zaya's Theme by Darren Korb from Bastion.
Yeah, Bastion actually got a lot of music things.
Yeah, best original score was also Bastion. And that beat out a lot of big names. Best graphics, Uncharted 3.
Not surprising.
It beat a freaking Nathan Drake. Let's see. Oh, I hate this category. Best performance by a human male.
Who got that? Mark Hamill?
Actually, no. Mark Hamill did.
Oh, that's right.
It, and
that's
from
right.
From what I hear, he was pissed off.
No. I'll tell you about that after we finish the awards.
Okay, but yeah. See, it was you had the usual Nathan Drake, Joker, Cave Johnson. The winner was actually Stephen Merchant as Wheatley from Portal 2.
Okay, I can see that.
He definitely gave a great performance.
Yeah,
I prefer J.K. Simmons, but Wheatley was hilarious. Best performance by a human female. Let's see. Who do you think won that?
I don't even think.
Your choices are GLaDOS, Chloe Fraser, Elena Fisher, and Harley Quinn.
Gonna go with GLaDOS.
GLaDOS won.
Yep.
Best downloadable game. Oh boy, take your pick.
Minecraft or Bastion?
Bastion.
Yeah.
Alright, best DLC. Let's see, we had Mass Effect
Batman.
2. What'd you say?
Batman.
Batman's not on here.
It's not? Oh, that's right, sorry. Batman
Yeah.
DLC hasn't come out yet.
Let's see, we have Old World Blues from New Vegas, Arrival from Mass Effect 2, Freddy Krueger from Mortal Kombat,
Yeah.
and then Portal 2 peer review, which I guess is
Portal 2.
Portal 2.
It was free.
Viewer voted. Who should be on the cover of the
That was the dude from the Ravens, right?
Yeah, I don't know. That category shouldn't exist. All right, here we go. Character of the year.
Okay, this is what I want to talk about. So, Mark Hamill won Character of the Year with the Joker, which is something that I think was phenomenal because he is like my favorite voice actor in the world.
Oh, the Joker. I'm so close to saying that his impersonation of the Joker is better than the one from Dark Knight.
I think it is. I think it's way better.
He nails down the insanity just perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, just listening to it, you wouldn't think that's the same person who did freaking Luke.
Yeah, but funny thing about it is that I talked about how they put that Black Baron guy from YouTube on like front row with the president.
Yeah.
Mark Hamill and Tara Strong, who played Harley Quinn in Arkham City.
The Joker and Harley Quinn.
Yeah, they sat on metal bleachers in like the very back.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, you don't do that. No.
And then they were talking about like they didn't get like any B-roll of him winning, and he didn't get to like come up and accept or anything. I mean, they had the little animated accept, like where the Joker accepted it in game.
But they never actually had Mark Hamill. No, that's wrong.
And they were talking about like how both Tara Strong and
Mark Hamill
were talking about like how it's kind of a big commercial. Because if you watch the VGAs this year, biggest complaint to me is that the whole thing was trailers. They announced all the awards pre-show. During the pre-show.
Whoa, wait.
Yeah.
It's called the Video Game Awards. If your pre-show is the awards...
Then why is it called... Yeah, I know.
Okay, headache.
They on the stream, the pre-show stream on GT, they announced all the winners and half of the reveals. And then, during the actual show, they went through all of the awards except for Best Character and Game of the Year. They went through all of them in like a minute and a half. It was a slideshow.
Okay, yeah, okay, I definitely don't want to watch it because that is disappointing.
Yeah, and so Tara Strong and Mark Hamill were pretty upset over that, and
they have the right to be,
because that's retarded. But yeah, and then anything else on there?
Most anticipated game is Mass Effect 3. And then
care.
Oh boy, GameTrailers.com trailer of the year.
Skyrim.
Nope.
What?
Dear God, that's a lot of trailers. The winner was Revelations.
Oh, okay. Actually, that was a really good trailer.
That was the one where it was. Wasn't that the one that they used as the intro cinematic, I think?
I don't know.
You haven't played Revelations yet. Go play it.
I heard it was meh in comparison to the other two. Or other three.
Hey, the game itself is decent. It's awesome just playing as, you know, a freaking old guy kicking everyone's butt.
Yeah. But
other than that, you know, the story's still kind of confusing. Desmond's parts are meh. Multiplayer is awesome, and actually, you know, do we have time for another topic?
Maybe, but I want to finish something on VGAs first.
Alright.
So, something they brought up on Side Scrollers that I had sort of thought about, but that they really put into perspective for me is, so, who runs GameTrailers.com?
You know, I never really gave thought to that. Wouldn't that be Spike?
Yes. Guess who works at GameTrailers.com? Nathan Barnett. Hey Ash, what you playing? The guys from Pop Fiction. So why is it that some of the best, like, video game comedians and, like, video game icons that work essentially for Spike aren't presenters or even at the VGAs?
That is a good question. What? I mean, I know one thing that Keeley, I'll just call him Keeley. I know one thing Keeley kept mentioned. I know in a couple of videos was that he wanted to try to connect more to gamers themselves. If they're going to do that, they should bring out more voices that people associate that we would associate with gaming.
Yeah, like why Will I Am and why LL Cool J.
Yeah, when I think video games, the last person who comes to my mind is LL Cool J.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's like, again, like, Hey Ash, that would be a funny presentation. I would watch that. I'm sure Nathan, who plays Keith Apicary, I'm sure he would do something spectacular.
Now, who's the guy the guys on Pop Fiction? I never know his name, but he always has a great narration voice.
Yeah, I don't remember what the actual name. I don't remember the name of the narrator, but yeah, the guy who does the Pop Fiction and retrospective narrations. God, he would be an awesome just host. Because I'd just like to listen to his voice.
He's got like he's kind of like what's his name, Mike Rowe. He's got that narrator's voice.
And like Morgan Freeman, where you can just like listen to him, and it's just awesome.
You can put if you put Morgan Freeman in anything, you're guaranteed to. Morgan Freeman, VGA host.
Yeah, but yeah, like even to have that guy like read off to like topic names or something, that would be really awesome. Because the guy from the narrator from Pop Fiction and the GT retrospectives and top 10s and stuff, he is really good. Trying to think of other people on there.
But you know what would be cool if one year they actually had like a people from the big gaming sites, from like Screw Attack, from Blizzard Thumb, from Giant Bomb, if they had them come up and do presentations.
But yeah, and they're talking about like Screw Attack even said that like if they wanted, they would do a Saggy for them. They would do a Saggy segment in the VGAs.
Have they announced Saggy winners yet?
No, they did the voting though.
I haven't really looked at the voting yet. Dear God, are the games bad?
They're pretty bad.
Of course.
But yeah. So I would think that like since it's already people on their payroll, why would you not go ahead and have them be associated with your award ceremony?
Now, I mean, if you think about business perspective, you're not paying too much more for just a random person to make an appearance.
Yeah, I mean, you'd probably be saving money, considering it's like, well, how much is it to fly Will I Am out there and like, get him to present versus getting like Destin or Jim Sterling.
I mean, one, it'd probably save more in the long run. Two, it kind of give those people a little bit more respect because I don't know what their work situation is like or how they're they basically treated, but I mean that I think that'd feel pretty good to be on the VGAs and when that is already pretty much your job.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm ranting again, aren't I?
A little bit, but also like one last thing before. So they one of the things they were talking about was like, oh my gosh, Deadmau5 is going to be there. He's going to be doing music. Now I don't really like Deadmau5, but I mean I thought it was kind of cool, gesture.
I've never heard any of his music.
He does like sort of like electronic, like dubstep sort of stuff, and I don't really think he's too much. Like I don't really think he's that great. But I mean, they got somebody who's notable. And who does play video games, because Deadmau5 did some stuff for Minecon and for some other video games. So, somebody video game related.
Thankfully.
Yeah. And then, guess how much of him actually playing they showed?
5 seconds.
About, probably 2 whole minutes the whole ceremony. It was like the music leading from commercial breaks and the music leading into commercial breaks.
Wow. Yeah, that's just no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Anyway.
Let's get out of this depressing. Is it Song of the Month time, or do we have one more topic?
We have one more. Operation Rainfall.
Yes, we get Xenoblade Chronicles, a game that I didn't really care to play anyway, but yay, we got something.
Yeah, which is cool because, you know, funny thing actually, guess who asked for it? Like, guess who asked Nintendo to localize it?
People?
GameStop.
Yeah, GameStop.
GameStop.
Yeah, GameStop, the evil corporate money grubbers, actually asked for something we want?
Yeah, GameStop took notice of Operation Rainfall, apparently, and said there's not only is there money to be made, but apparently we'd gain a huge amount of respect, so they talked to Nintendo and asked them about localizing it as a GameStop exclusive.
You 1 second, I'm going to go to my GameStop store and ask if they can tell that to Capcom for Legends 3 and Ace Attorney. Yeah, I'll be right back. I might actually go try it, because I'm actually pretty good friends with the GameStop guys. They might and...
Okay, asking them to localize a game and asking them to make a game that doesn't already exist is two totally different things.
Yeah, hey, the game does exist.
It had a prototype.
The prototype was actually... If they could...
drop it. Just drop it.
Barring that, Ace Attorney.
Okay.
Ace Attorney is complete. It just needs localization.
Yeah.
And really,
see,
I mean...
The thing is...
I know there's a fan localization group working on. I've actually been keeping an eye on them. They've done, what, 2-3 months of work, and they're already on the third part?
But see, the thing is, here's where it gets tricky. So, they are already having it localized as a GameStop exclusive. But, if it's time for the Operation Rainfall members to put their money where their mouth is.
Anyone can say, oh yeah, I'll buy it. How many people are going to actually take that money and...
Yeah, because if that doesn't work, Nintendo or GameStop, neither of them will do this ever again.
Yeah.
So...
I don't know. I think normally I'm a natural pessimist, but in this case, I think people will put their money where their mouth is.
Let's hope so, because...
I look at this and I see the people fighting for it, as hard as they have. I honestly hope, most of these people are being real and are being...
Well, see, the thing is, apparently, this same article that said it was GameStop that asked for it said pre-orders aren't doing well.
Maybe that's because news hadn't really gotten out yet. Or maybe they're... I don't know. Define not doing well.
Hey, that's all it said.
Yeah, I don't know. I like looking at numbers.
Yeah, I'd like looking at numbers too, but I'm sure that we're not even supposed to have that information in the first place.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, Operation Rainfall, sort of success.
Thank you, GameStop.
If they can get the other two games over here, I will be thoroughly impressed.
If they can talk to Capcom, I'll be thoroughly impressed. I'm not going to let that go, you know that.
I know, but it's never coming out. Capcom doesn't care.
Nope.
Alright, so, there was something else you want to talk about?
Yeah, it was something I've been noticing. I've been playing a lot. I got one of those Blockbuster Pass things that lets me. It basically lets me rent any game I want and then I take it back, and then I don't have to pay for a second rental of anything else.
Yeah.
Just like it's kind of like, what is it, GameFly, but I do it through the store.
Yeah.
And I've been going through. I've been seeing a lot of games have been. You try to get on the multiplayer, and it seems like a lot of companies are doing that.
Online pass.
Yeah, the online pass. You must purchase this pass in order to play online.
Yeah.
And then, it seems like lately, Battlefield 3 was the last major one I did, and I got on there and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to try the multiplayer. Nope, you need a pass. And then,
did you buy Battlefield New?
No, I rented it.
Ah.
And of course, some little kid already stole the code.
I see.
But, I get there and I see, what is it, Assassin's Creed Revelations and Need for Speed The Run. And I'm already expecting the online pass, but I get there and I see that now a couple developers are kind of listening.
Yeah.
Because now they're including options for trial passes.
Yeah.
Which you know, if you get the game used or something, you use this pass and it lasts, I think, 2 days, 3 days. So you know, rental pass. I'll call it a rental pass because that's what it'd be used for.
Yeah, pretty much.
But you know, it's just a few days, but it gives you access to the multiplayer. I think, you know, that's a good way to, you know, it gets people to sit down and think. It lets them actually play the multiplayer, lets them actually experience it a bit, and then decide from there if they want to do the pass or not.
Yeah.
Instead of, you know, just completely blocking them out.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still very opposed to online passes.
I'm opposed to it. I mean, you know, it's annoying to get in and try to play a game, and it tells you can't do it because you don't have this $10 pass, or you're prevented from getting above like level 5 because you don't have a pass.
Yeah, exactly.
But at least they're doing something.
And you know what? Funny thing is, so console games are starting this whole like online pass thing where it's they're making you pay every time, like for every user that plays the game, they're making you pay to play online, right?
If you get a new copy, you get a code that gets you a pass. If you're not new, then you basically get screwed, and you have to pay $10.
Now, as we talked about a few months ago, on the PC end, everything's going free to play. So it's the exact opposite from console to PC.
I wonder why this is.
I just think that's kind of funny that on the PC end, they are literally giving games away.
And
on the console end, they're continually restricting how much of the game that you can actually use.
But without handing over more money.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's two different business models. Personally, I like free-to-play, because, I mean, you know, obviously, who doesn't like free-to-play?
Yeah, who doesn't like free stuff?
But, you know, that business model always, when done right, that business model always looked good, because because rant moment, because then you could go in and say, yeah, I like games that are pay to get better stuff, not pay to win.
Yeah.
Like I can understand.
Or in
Team Fortress 2, hats, freaking hats.
Yeah, I mean, like, or even in the case of like online passes, pay to play the game that you already own.
If you own the game, that should be enough. I mean, online passes, I see. First and foremost, I see as a way for them to get more money, but it also kind of reminds me of them trying to stop some sort of piracy or something with it.
Well, what a lot of people think is that it's trying to stop the sale of used games, because, you know, a lot of money is in used games, but none of the developers actually make money from that. So,
I don't know. I don't like it.
I don't either.
It gives me a headache. Everything we've talked about today gives me a freaking headache. Why'd you bring me out here today?
Why did you're the one who said that you can't do it before 3, so...
Yeah, that's because I have work at 4.
Are you still working after that, freezer thing?
Let's not talk about the official Castaways Noodle incident. What happened to me at work.
Alright. But,
yeah, that's still work there. I mean, that was just, you know, people being stupid, and people are always stupid, so I'm used to it.
Yeah, such as our Congress, going back to stupid
people.
Oh
my god, we've gone full circle in this freaking thing.
Anyway, so I guess
before we start going through the list.
Yeah, to break the vicious cycle, let's go to a song of the month, which is my pick this week.
Okay. Cover your ears, everyone.
So, alright, I'm going to flip a coin real quick, because I don't know which one I want to do. Alright. I'm actually getting a coin, hold on.
You know what? I got a coin somewhere here, 1 second.
Done! Alright, so I'm going to go with the, there's a... Okay, have you ever heard of the site HomestarRunner.com?
I have heard of the site, never been there.
Well, they were one of the big pioneers in like Flash animation on the internet, and they made a game called Stinko Man that was a Mega Man parody.
Oh no, I sense another headache coming on.
And it was a game that had really good music, and there was a great metal cover of the first song. And I'm going to play that today because I really like it, and it's pretty wicked. So
duck and cover, people. This is going to be bad.
So press play. Wasn't that great? Wasn't that a great song, Shuda?
What? I'm sorry. I had these sound-reducing headphones on. I can't hear you. Say that again.
I'm going to punch you in the face. I'm going to throw a brick at your cellist.
You're going to give me a raise, and you're going to... could you repeat that last part?
I'm going to talk to Kroger's about... I'm going to talk to your supervisor. That's what I'm going to do.
Don't. He's already... He already makes me the butt of every joke. Don't do that.
Aren't you the butt of the jokes on here?
Why am I the butt of the joke everywhere? Dear God, every single community, I am the freaking butt of the joke.
It's not true.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Yes.
No, we make fun of KFAS a lot.
But on here, I'm the butt of the
on
joke.
here. But see, it's not every community.
Shut up. Let me wallow on the island of self-pity for a moment. Let me play the world's smallest violin.
Anyway, so that's about it for Castaway today, everybody.
Questions?
We don't have any. Partly
Attention,
my fault.
people. We demand your questions.
We demand questions.
You know what? I'm going to find some random person. I'm going to ask him a question, then we're going to answer it.
All right.
Give me
Wait. Let's go to Yahoo Questions real quick.
Yahoo Questions, yes. This is our official question service. Let's see
This is
here.
what we're going to do whenever we don't have questions. It's just all open questions.
All right, Yahoo Answers. Categories, games.
Browse open. I'm just going to go to Browse Open Questions.
And browse. Let me see here. If pancakes can talk, what would they say? No, don't eat me.
No more Aunt Jemima.
Now your turn.
Alright, let me find a good one. wait, this was gonna be good. Which long johns are more comfortable, wool, spandex, or polyester?
I am not answering that question.
I'm going to go with polyester, because I really like polyester fabric.
Okay, is anyone in the mood for Christmas this year? No. Bah humbug.
Wait, okay. No, I'm gonna read this whole thing. Okay, so this guy I've been talking to for like 2 months won't commit to me because he doesn't think we need a title, even though we have both told each other we like each other and all our friends know. But my question is, he keeps mentioning having a baby with me. First, when we started talking, he asked if I think I would make a good mom, and I said yes, of course. Then he asked if I was ready for a kid. I said not yet. He then asked if we could have a baby together. I laughed at him and said no. He then asked if I would marry him and have his baby. I sarcastically said yes. He then straight up told me, I'm gonna get you pregnant, and I asked him why he keeps saying things like that, and he said he doesn't. But he does, and it's weird. Why does he keep saying this? He won't ask me to be his girlfriend, but he's fine having a baby with me? Answer question.
Oh, God.
Sign in with Google.
Hang on. Hang on. Give me a moment to breathe here. Oh, God. Okay. What were you answering?
Let me go back to the page. I lost it real quick. I'm just gonna ask. Well, I'm probably gonna answer. I think you just answered your own question.
I sarcastically said yes. I don't know why he thought I meant yes.
In that time, two answers have already come up. Here's a weirdo. I would suggest quit talking to him. Lose all contact. First of all, how old are you? And second, he just wants to sleep with you. If you won't commit, he's willing to have a baby, aka have sex. He's using you for sex. Either that or he's a creeper. Your answer. Okay. He won't ask me to be his girlfriend, but he's fine having a baby with me. Well, apparently, he's just a really nice guy.
Let's see here. Modern Warfare 3 question. Oh boy. I are about to prestige in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and I'm choosing to unlock gun early with my prestige token random capitalization. What gun should I unlock? MP7 or ACR? They are very good, but I don't know. What do you think? Period. Do I dare answer this question with something sarcastic?
Do you?
Answer question. I would recommend unlocking the spell checker.
The spell checker?
Yeah, that's like the best perk in the game.
See, here's my answer. Well, apparently he really wants to have a baby with you without a relationship. Yeah, that sounds extremely shady. Don't do it.
Oh, God. Hang on. Go for you. What's your next one?
I don't know. I just finished answering that one. Let's see. All categories.
Here, I got one.
Games and recreation.
How much is it for a single perhaps via credit card on Yu-Gi-Oh! Online 3 and much BP points it is worth? I'm confused. Please help. Yes, you are confused, sir. I would highly suggest getting that checked out. You also need the spell checker perk.
Alright, here we go. I'm bored. What can I do? You can watch TV and or play video games.
No. Mandatory plug. Come to this website. Listen to this podcast.
No, I'm not going to do that. I would get so banned. Wait, Nintendo Game Boy wristwatch. Hello, I'm having a really hard time trying to find a Nintendo-shaped wristwatch. I was wondering if anybody had a clue where I could buy one. I'm wanting to buy one for my boyfriend for Christmas. Thanks. Are those real?
Oh god.
Like, do these exist?
Maybe.
Because if so, my life has yet to be complete.
Say that again. Nintendo-shaped wristwatch?
It's a Nintendo Game Boy-shaped wristwatch.
The hell? Oh my god, that would be awesome. Are you looking it up right now?
I am. Hold on. Game Boy wristwatch.
What the hell? Oh, hang on. When will the next version of 3DS come out? Will there be like a 3DS L or a 3DS L2 or a 3DS 2? I want to make sure when I get the 3DS this Christmas, there won't be a next-gen 3DS.
Ha! This is actually really cool. I found a picture of it.
Alright, hang on. Post it. Post it.
Posted.
Wow. Okay, yes, that is. Give me that. You know, I'm going to post this on Facebook. This is my birthday. I mean, my Christmas wish. Give me this. I want 500 of these.
Alright, well, I think we're good.
Two more questions?
Alright, fine. 2 more questions. Let me find one more. All categories. Home and garden.
Yeah, you know, to counter that, I'm going to find the jokes section. Jokes and riddles.
Wait, let me go back. What's the one that's family and relationships? These are good. These are usually funny.
No, that one, no. That's a bad joke.
Okay, in all caps, what to do in this awkward situation? Last year this guy liked me, but nothing really happened, and then school ended, so we barely talked during the summer. Then school started up again. When he sees me, he gives me that, look, in quotations. But again, we rarely spoke. I know I will have a class with him next semester. I don't want things to be awkward. I would like to be able to be friends again, so can you please tell me what I can do? Thanks.
What?
So, apparently, this girl and this guy had this really awkward relationship where this guy and this girl haven't talked forever, but she still wants to be friends with him.
Oh no, this question. Oh, okay.
Reach out to him.
I don't know if this question is, from someone who's trolling or someone who actually doesn't know. Question. What is a sense of humor? One of my friends told me that my sense of humor is little. I couldn't understand it, but it hurt me. I am not familiar with with the term. How can I practice it? What is it?
Sense of humor is a synonym for wiener.
Oh god, what are the answers? You take things too literally. Be funny. Well, yeah, that would do it.
Okay, I'm done.
Hang on. What the hell? Can you say in joke, I will kill you in America? In some countries, it is a way of joking, but nobody takes it seriously when it is obvious from the context that the person is joking. Is it the same in America?
No, it is a federal offense.
I'll kill you for that.
I'll kill you for that.
I'm Batman. Okay, well, that was an exciting round of questions that we really didn't need to answer.
So, start sending us questions, or we will continue answering Yahoo questions and making other people's lives ever so miserable.
If they ever find this podcast.
They probably won't.
They
We've buried it deep in the underground. Alright, well with that, good night everybody, or good afternoon, good morning, whatever. Goodbye.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, all that fun stuff.
This is a 1, 2, 3, 4. This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture science. Do what we must because we can. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. But there's no sense crying over